how do you use your analysis to write your essay? In this lesson, you will learn how to write the argument for a thesis statement by turning the purpose statement into a claim. Let's review. Persuasive writing is where the author states his or her opinion about a topic and then proves that opinion true with evidence. The goal of persuasive writing is to get the reader to agree with whatever it is the author is arguing. So for instance, if the author is arguing that The Hunger Games is better as a book than as a movie, then by the time the reader finishes that essay, she should also agree that The Hunger Games is better as a book than a movie. What you see here is an overview of an essay, and the part that we're focusing on today is this first part, which is the thesis statement. More specifically, a thesis statement is the part of the essay where the author states his or her opinion about the topic and then lays out the evidence or the support that he or she is going to use to prove that opinion true. They're not actually proving it true yet, they're just letting the reader know how they're going to prove it true. So when we look at this thesis statement, getting enough sleep is important because if you don't, you'll face serious consequences. In fact, failing to get enough sleep can cause a drop in grades, can lead to health problems, and can harm relationships. We have the first part, which is an opinion, and then the author lays out the evidence, also known as subpoints, that they're going to use. So the way to actually go about writing this is to first find the specific subject in your purpose statement. It's generally not too hard to find. Then you're going to write this specific subject on the line below your SAP box. And then finally, you're going to complete the sentence by adding your own opinion to it. So let's take a look at what we have so far. We've already done the analysis for this prompt, and we've come up with our purpose, which is explain why cell phones should not be allowed in school. I have to find my specific subject, and in this case you can see it directly there if you just look at the subject box and then look at the purpose box, and that is that cell phones should not be allowed in school. So I need to copy that onto the line up below, which is that cell phones should not be allowed in school, which really is this is partially an opinion, but I need to clarify my opinion a little bit more by stating my opinion, and then I'm saying that there's actually several reasons that I think that this is true. So I'm letting the reader know that not only do I think that they shouldn't be allowed there, I think that there's actually multiple reasons they shouldn't be allowed in schools. So now I have the claim for my thesis statement. It's important to note here that this is not an entire thesis statement because I still have to lay out the evidence or the subpoints that I'm going to use to prove that this is true. And this can be seen in a later lesson. But in order to get to this part, you first need to find the specific subject in your purpose statement. Then you need to write that specific subject on the line below your SAP box. And then you're going to complete the claim by adding your opinion about the subject. In this lesson, you have learned how to write the argument for your thesis statement by turning the purpose statement into a claim.